In this training, we're going to go over the 4Rs document and the structure, its importance, how it can be implemented in your business, and why most people fail because they don't have it. Many times I'll talk to practice owners about their teams, and there's some frustration around their team's productivity and reluctance to make change. Generally, this is one when we want to implement a new system, and this is because the team doesn't know what they are supposed to be doing, because when they were hired, they weren't given a list of things they were solely responsible for. And the practice owner usually doesn't know what the system's teams are and what they've had to implement. The team has had to implement to make things work smoothly. Most of the time, the team is just thrown into place without much operational structure. So the purpose of this document is to have a clear understanding of the role, so that you can have great accountability in your organization. Whereas when someone is hired with a clear understanding of the role, what they're responsible for, their bare minimum requirements, and the results they'll be judged off of, they typically perform much better, and delegation is much more effective. Without that clear understanding of the role, accountability is really difficult. And just like clarity on like what people are supposed to be doing. Every position or role in your organization should have something like these documents. I'll show you them quickly here. So this is one like for HR. So this is like for somebody who is exclusively hiring in your practice, or this could even be like the office manager's role. Role, responsibilities, requirements, results. Client service communicator, role, responsibilities, requirements, results. This is, and I'll give you these. This is just like the basics. Like, at the end of the day, what does this role do for the organization to move it forward? So I break it down like this. What is the role itself? It's a simple high-level explanation of the role and its purpose. For example, human resources. This role manages and performs the processes of recruiting, onboarding, training, and managing employees. Simple. Responsibilities. What is this person in this role responsible for that no one else is responsible for? Any role in the organization should have duties that they are solely responsible for. When the volume becomes too high for that role, you can hire another individual for that role. Try not to overlap responsibilities as much as possible. This way you can hold a single individual accountable, and you also won't pull resources away from another role's responsibilities. Like a subordinate superior relationship supersedes this rule. Like an office manager, front desk, like if the volume's too high at the front desk, or the front desk person is out for a day, like obviously the office manager is going to have to step in. Some example responsibilities for HR. The HR manager is responsible for making sure all offices are properly staffed and managed, as well as ensuring employees are trained and onboarded in accordance to all onboarding and training SOPs. So like for this one here, responsibilities, the client service coordinator will be responsible for High Level, our CRM that tracks and records all inbound calls, all new patient inquiries, and requests for appointments. You can add some more stuff in here too if you want them to handle some marketing functions, which you most of the time are going to want them to do. But here's a basic template for you. Requirements. What are the daily or weekly requirements of this role? This is the spot to be detailed and thorough. List out all the to-dos of this role. So you'll see like on the HR, we've got all these things: recruiting, managing, candidate selection, scheduling, conducting. These are like, be detailed. This is the step-by-step stuff that they're going to have to do. Biomedical waste training, like all kinds of stuff here. Requirements for front desk: reply promptly, do the replies through High Level. After communication, do the actions, follow up, keep stuff organized. This is the detailed stuff. This is where you're going to get into the nitty gritty, the requirements. This is the stuff that you have to do in this role. And then the results. Ultimately, what will be the indication of success or failure in this position? Here's a couple examples for you. Front desk. If they have a high inbound call answer rate, they're doing well. If they have quick lead response time, they're doing well. If they're converting a high amount of leads, they're doing well. Office manager. This position will be judged based off operational efficiency and customer satisfaction overall. That's what they are judged based off of. If these two things are happening, the office manager is doing a good job at their job. HR. This position will be judged based off overall employee retention, performance, and satisfaction. Nurse practitioner. This position will be judged based off of overall patient results. Patients should get their desired outcomes and continue to come back for other services. Upselling, cross-selling are expected. So I'm a big fan of these 4R docs just to keep things simple. I'll give you these two here just to have. But as you can see, like if your new front desk person is hired with the understanding that like this is what they're judged based off of, your front desk person or your office managers, this is what you're judged based off of. They know like their goalposts. They know their guiding light that they need to be working towards. If you don't give them like a goal that they like want to get better at, like how can I get better results in this area? It's really difficult for them to know like where they should even put their time. You've got to give them a goal. Getting good results in their role should be their goal. So I'll share all these documents with you here for these two, and then I've got quite a few more here as well.